I've talked a lot about video games on this channel, but I haven't actually discussed much of a love that I actually have for board/card games. Um, and I figured, let's get into the inside of how I feel about different board games here. See which ones I actually even really know. But ultimately, try to figure out which one I think is the best. So over here on Bracket Fights again, doing the best board games. And let's just jump right in. Settlers of Catan versus, what is that, Gator Golf? Never played this. Settlers of Catan? We'll get into more in its next matchup. Excuse me. Mancala versus, what the fuck is that? I don't know what this is, actually. I'll be 100% with you. I don't know what that is. This is kind of cool. Played it on the Switch like 51 games. Clue. What the fuck is this? Let's go with Clue. Ultimate mystery game. Let's go with that one. Heads Up or Kerplunk. Am I getting trolled? I guess we'll go Heads Up. Eventually we'll get into some matchups of games I truly know. We'll just go with the memory game. Throw Burrito. Is this pop? Did you guys grow up playing that? What the fuck is that one? War or what is this? All right, we'll go with War. Okay. Yahtzee or Pokemon? Whoa, very different vibes. Yahtzee's cool, but you gotta go Pokemon, right, guys? I mean, I've discussed Pokemon enough on this channel. Chess versus the Game of Life. It's the oldest game we play today. Probably not even true. But you know what's more simple than that? What you're doing, man. And what are you doing? You're living. What are you living? You're living life. Oh, pawn to e7. Fucking boring as hell. Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, I've got 3 kids now. Oops. Car accident, down to 2. Come on, guys. Game of life. Monopoly or what is that? Hungry Hippos or what was this called? Guess Who? We're just trying to, deduce who the other person has. This is a spamming game, and as this is fun. Don't get me wrong. Hungry Hippos is fun. But I'm going to lean more towards games that are a little less chaotic. And I'm going to go with Guess Who? NFL Strategy or Candyland? Love the NFL. Don't know what the fuck this is. Give me Candyland. What is this? We'll go Operation. Checkers? What is that? Okay. All right. This, which I've seen, you try to balance it down and to get the most points. Or Old Maid, don't know what it is. Don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. We'll go with this one's vibe. We'll go with Poker. I don't know what that is. Railroads. All right. So, Settlers of Catan is the board game maybe I've played most in my life. Absolutely love it. Played it a ton with my family. We have a lot of the expansions for it. This is base Catan. We have Seafarers. We have, what is it? Cities and Knights? It's named something like that. Traders and Barbarians. Do we have another one? I'm trying to think if we have another one. And then we've got like the 5 to 6 player expansions for those. Cities and Knights is definitely my absolute favorite. Seafarers adds a great element too. But this game is amazing, guys. This is a lot of fun. Give me Settlers of Catan. Clue or Heads Up? Definitely Clue. I mean, I know how to fucking play this game. Clue. Memory or War? We're gonna go with War. A little more confrontational. I'm gonna want some adversity here. Never actually got into the actual trading card game of Pokemon, but I'm gonna go with the game of life. Monopoly or Guess Who? Monopoly takes forever, but when you got the right people, man, it's fun. You're wheeling and dealing. Who doesn't love to simulate a little bit of capitalism? Let's go with Monopoly. Candyland or Operation? There's, no rhyme or reason, man. Let's just go with Candyland. I've actually played Checkers. I haven't actually played this one, but this is a simple game. We'll go with a nice Checkers. I'll go with poker. Don't know what the fuck that is still. These are top. This is obviously the most played. Like I said earlier, this is up there. Do love a good game of Clue. I'm nasty with it. I know what I'm doing, but I gotta go Settlers of Catan. Okay, War or Life. I think I'm gonna lean the. I do like card games, and there's one. If we were doing full card games, there's one that's missing. Well, there's two that's missing, but one that is special to me here. But we're gonna go with the Game of Life. All right, Candyland or Monopoly. Give me some strategy to it. Not just this pure luck of the draw here. Let's go Monopoly. We're going to go checkers. I'm not actually into gambling. I feel like I'd probably get addicted. But Catan is going to clear for me again easily. Monopoly or checkers? I don't know, man. I mean, a little less. I don't need to be too. I want like a nice balance of luck and strategy because I'm not the smartest, so I can't go full strategy. But I hate the feeling of just getting hoed with bad luck. So we're gonna go Monopoly, which I know that last part didn't actually apply to Monopoly, but I was just talking about my overall game enjoyment philosophy. Give me Settlers of Catan. Other side of the board. What is this? Tree Climbers. Okay, Risk. So I have played Axis and Allies, which is similar to Risk. Love Axis and Allies. Hella long game, though, but would like to play it again, though. The only person I've ever played it with is my father. But we're going to go Risk. Is this just naming states? Give me Solitaire. Would play that one a lot, actually, card game-wise. Headbands or Connect 4. Story time. All right. So, it's 8th grade. I'm in English 1 in 8th grade. You're ahead, right? Earlier, or at some point in the year, the teacher for that class, who I did not get along with, she was a bitch. I don't call every woman that. I'm calling her that. Would always tell my parents about how bad I was. And I was like, guys, I'm telling you, it's her. It's her. They wouldn't believe me. It affects our relationship to this day. Boom, she gets a DUI middle of the year. She's gone a week or two, comes back. Things go back to normal. During that week or two, sub or whatever, right? We thought it was over. Later that year, this bitch gets like a domestic violence, domestic abuse charge or something. Gone rest of the year. I think we were just starting to read Romeo and Juliet. Never actually read Romeo and Juliet, guys. We got a couple pages in, and she was gone. The most chill sub comes in. Nice older woman. I think she called me Sunshine because I was so happy that bitch was gone. I'm being dead serious. I was super happy in that class every time she was there because she was gone. The other teacher was gone, so she called me Sunshine. And what did we do in that class? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was the final period of the day, so it fit perfectly. The day was pretty much over early for us. We didn't do a damn thing. We did do we played a hell of a lot of Connect 4. And I was disgusting at Connect 4, guys. Me and this one other kid, who's pretty solid, it always came down to us two. We were easily the two best, but I cleared for sure, dude. I am disgusting at connecting 4 little circles of the same color. Connect 4. Apples to apples. Trouble. I don't know if I've actually played Apples to Apples. Trouble, I barely remember. We're going to go with Trouble. This game, all right. Do we have other dominoes? If the answer is yes, then there was one of the card games I was thinking about. I think this is the only dominoes. Okay, is it the only dominoes? Because there's so many different ways you can play dominoes. I play Mexican Trains. Love playing Mexican Trains. So dominoes, it doesn't look like this. It's a little different, but I'm going to go with the version of dominoes I know when I think about this. This one's going to go pretty far. Okay. Chutes and ladders or Jenga? I think you got to go Jenga. There's a little more of, hey, bro, don't fuck up. Hey, bro, don't fuck up. That, can drive somebody crazy. What are either of these? Dinosaurs. Blink or Mousetrap? I don't think I've played either of these. Mousetrap's got a vibe. Uno or Pie Face? I've seen this. Kind of cool. Come on, guys. Uno is a classic. Another class I would play this a lot in, or if I would play I'd play something a lot in, that would have been... What the fuck? When would that have been? Sophomore year? Was that sophomore year? Yeah, no, it would have had to have been, I think. What year? Whatever. One of the years, sophomore year, final class, super chill teacher. We did actually do stuff in that class, though. But when we were done, if we had time, some days, and then I think there was a couple days we didn't really do much, we would huddle up and play Uno. And she enjoyed seeing us have fun. She was, really cool person. Played a hell of a lot of Uno in that class. So much fun. So many different ways and rules Uno can be played. Are we jumping in? Are we stacking? 4s and 2s. Are those going together? Can those? What's going on? What's the vibe there? Anyways, I gotta go with Uno. Bingo or Pictionary? Pictionary with a board. What are you doing here? I don't know if I've ever actually played Pictionary. I can't draw, so I know I'd suck. So let's go bingo. The most purest of luck. Whatever this is or this, which I've seen but not played, break the ice. Try to remove ice without having the whole thing crumble. Cool concept. Let's go with that one. Blackjack or sleeping queens. We love queens, but we're going with blackjack. Sorry, or is this not also sorry? What the fuck is that one? Anyways, we're going to go with sorry. Too much rage in my family to truly enjoy this, but still ultimately fun. Battleship or Cards Against Humanity? Okay, Cards Against Humanity. I don't know, man. It's like, is this game funny? I don't know. This game is the most dependent on who you play with, I think, than any other game here. Are you playing with a group that just anytime fucking penis card gets played, that one wins? Or, ooh, sex, that one wins? Is that who you're playing with? And I'm not saying, like, oh, the joke needs to be layered, and it needs to be subtle, and I'm not saying that, but, like, damn, bro, fucking penis wins every single goddamn time it's played. Battleship, classic. We'll go with Battleship. Twister or Scrabble? I'm the most unflexible person you'll ever see. Never played Scrabble, but we're going with it. A card for every country in the world. Or Go Fish. Go Fish is a nice classic. Let's go with that one. All right, we're going to go with Risk over Solitaire, because I think for this, I'm wanting games you can play with multiple people. I went off on what I can do with the fucking dots, bro. Give me Connect 4. Dominoes or Jenga, specifically Mexican train dominoes. I got to go with those ones. Again, never played any of these, but dinos. Uno or this? Or bingo. I don't know why I blanked on that. Definitely Uno, for sure. We'll go with blackjack. We're going with sorry for sure. Pissing somebody off when you bump them, great feeling. Go Fish, nice classic. Okay, Risk or Connect 4? Gotta go Connect 4. Dominoes or this, little dinos. Again, I will go with the game I've actually played. Uno or blackjack? Let's go with Uno. Again, it makes sense. Go Fish is kind of boring, so I think I will ultimately have to go with sorry. There's excitement there. Makes sense. Glad to see these two matched up and made it this far to where it's real weight here. Love Mexican Trains. It's been maybe the more recent game I've had a kick, real fever into playing. But I think off memories and my own dominance in the game, I got to go with Connect 4. Uno or Sorry? Both games you can really make somebody, get pissed the fuck off. But I don't know. There's just something about Uno, guys. I'm glad this is a semifinal matchup here. But ultimately, we're going Connect 4. And that leads us to this guy. And this is actually pretty tough for me. Connect 4 versus Settlers of Catan. So, Connect 4 represents such a specific era in my life. And I think that era, because I think 8th grade was when I had started to deal with some things mentally. But Catan is such more widespread throughout my life, and has been a more consistent piece of it. Comparison, in these board games that I'm talking about here. So which one do I want to go with? I think ultimately, I love both. I love both. I'm really good at Connect 4. I'm decent at Settlers of Catan at this point. But I think the deciding factor here, because both have special places in my heart, both I think are really good games. To me, do I want simplicity or do I want something more in depth? I can enjoy both. What this is going to come down to for me, I think I'm going to lean towards the longevity that Catan has had for me versus Connect 4. Catan is going to be the winner here. That was a good, hey man, this ended up being a lot better than I thought. Got some better stories out of this than I thought. But let me know what you guys agreed with most, what you disagreed with most. What is your favorite board game? And I guess card games are included as well of all time. The big snub, the one I was alluding to earlier. Phase 10. That is the only thing that could have competed with those previous two to win this whole thing. That one probably might even beat Catan on longevity. I'm not sure. And number of times played, I think Phase 10 probably beats everything, if I had to guess. It's anytime I would see my grandpa, my pawpaw, he'd always want to play. I usually beat him, so I'm usually down to play as well. But so that's an honorable mention that unfortunately wasn't included in this. But there were some weird ass games I've never fucking seen before in my life included. But anyways, shout out to whoever made this though. But yeah, Catan, I think it's the rightful winner. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, like the video if you made it this far and subscribe. And as always, keep gaming.